Testosterone has been on the decline in the last couple of decades, and lower testosterone levels will lead and are associated to higher mortality rates and higher risk of disease. Now, testosterone does naturally decline as you age, and it's estimated at around the age of 40, it will start declining around 1 to 2% per year. So particularly as you get to this age, it's even more important to make sure your testosterone levels are as high as they can be, but it's also important even before that age if you want to maintain and improve things such as your sex drive, your muscle mass, your energy, and your focus. So in this video, I'm going to show you why testosterone is so important, particularly for men, although it is also important for women, and 3 really effective but natural ways of improving and maintaining healthy levels of testosterone. Let's begin. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for joining. My name is Dr. Steven, and in this video we're going to be diving into the topic of testosterone, which is a super important topic because we need healthy levels of this to have good and proper health. So firstly, what is testosterone? Testosterone is a hormone that it's actually found in males and females, but it is found at a quantity of 10 times more in men than it is in women. And the reason why is because it gives rise to the characteristics of what makes men men that we get after or during the process of puberty. So some of the functions of testosterone is the production of sperm and the sex drive, building muscle, which is important for longevity, particularly as you age, and maintaining healthy and strong bones. So some of the things that you may start to develop, or some things you may notice if you have low levels of testosterone, is a lower sperm count, so infertility, a poor sex drive, poor ability to be able to maintain or build muscle, weaker bones, otherwise known as osteoporosis, and you can also develop things like fatigue, changes in mental acuity, less stamina, and very often mild degrees of depression. So really important if we want to make sure that we don't get any of those things, and if you relate to any of those things, then this is definitely the video for you, because the things that we can do to increase these levels aren't that difficult, are really natural, are risk adverse, and won't only increase your testosterone, but also increase and improve your health. Because one way of increasing your testosterone, of course, is just taking the hormone directly, but that won't get to the cause of why you had low levels in the first place. So here are 3 ways in which you can naturally increase your levels of testosterone. Number 1 is we've got to look at food, at our nutrition. And my number 1 rule, as I've said many times in previous videos, is that we've got to keep it natural. Which foods have the highest ability of increasing your testosterone? It would generally be healthy and whole foods. So firstly, what should we avoid? Number 1, avoid ultra processed foods. We should do this anyway for good health, but particularly important for maintaining proper levels of testosterone. So anything that can't be made in your kitchen, anything that doesn't come as it was grown, is probably not going to be the best for your health and therefore for your testosterone levels. And the second thing I would say to avoid is any endocrine disrupting chemicals such as BPAs, which are found in plastics. So try not to eat or store your food in plastic, and absolutely don't heat your food in the microwave in plastic. This is the worst thing to do, because particularly as you heat these plastics, so it's been shown that some of the plastic can leak into your food, and that is the type of plastic that can disrupt your hormones. When they've observed and looked at how much certain types of plastics, tiny amounts, can be found in our bodies, almost everyone that they looked at have a level to a degree. So we really want to decrease these, particularly because of the effects this can have on our hormones. So what should we eat? Well, leafy greens comes quite high up on the list, particularly spinach is known to increase your testosterone. Also avocados are healthy fats, it's really good for your hormones. Eggs contain selenium, which is really good for testosterone. And then we've got fatty fish. And then we've got a bunch of superfoods, and one common one that's been shown to increase your testosterone is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha has been shown to increase the levels of testosterone, and one super easy and effective way of taking this, as well as a bunch of other superfoods, is a product here that I've got that I've been taking the last couple of weeks called Athanase. Athanase contains 16 of the top superfoods that are particularly important for men. And one of them is ashwagandha, and you can check on their website all of these ingredients. But what I love about Athanase is that all it contains are these 16 ingredients. They're all natural, they haven't been processed except for they've just been put into a powder. There's nothing added to it, so it is pretty much all natural, and it's straight from the source. So if you want to be able to increase your testosterone and do it in a really easy way, this is a fantastic way of doing this. I put this on my breakfast in the morning. So I just put 1 teaspoon on my oats, and I put 1 teaspoon on my salad. You can have 1 to 3 servings per day, so you can put them in all your meals, 1 of your meals or 2 of your meals. I put them in 2. It does change the taste slightly, but actually, interestingly, it's not actually that bad of a taste. Now, I'm not going to go as far to say I would take it by itself, but it isn't as bad as some other products. But what I also like is that they're not adding things in like sweeteners or sugars just to make it taste good at the cost of sacrificing the health effects of this. So I would recommend getting this if you are looking to improve your health, particularly for men. And if you are interested in getting yourself some Athanase, then go into the description of this video, you can get 10% off your first order. Now, linking in with nutrition and food, weight loss was a big factor that I found in many of the research papers in regards to increasing your testosterone. So it has been found that high levels of fat cells can lead to low levels of testosterone because of how the fat cells will convert testosterone into estrogen, and obesity can suppress testicular function. So if you are overweight and you think you're struggling with low levels of testosterone, one of the things that can have a big impact is to lose weight. It will help to increase your testosterone. And if you want help on that, I have done a bunch of videos on effective and easy ways of losing weight you can just check out here. Now, number 2 is exercise. There are so many research papers that I came across showing how exercise contributes to high levels of testosterone. Now, the question is, which type of exercise is the most important? The most important, the most effective by far is moderate to high intensity strength training in particular. It's been shown by quite a few studies to produce not just short-term but long-term elevations of testosterone, and this has been particularly found to be true in men much more than women, although it does improve and increase levels in both sexes. And then finally, number 3 is to get an adequate amount of sleep. When they studied sleep deprivation, they got the participants to sleep only 5 hours each day for 1 week, and by the end they found that the average levels of testosterone had decreased by 10 to 15%. This is quite a significant reduction in just 1 week. So if you are struggling with low levels of testosterone and you are getting less sleep, the chances are it is contributing. So you have to make sure that you're getting proper sleep if you want to maintain proper levels. So hopefully you're going to find that all relatively straightforward and relatively easy. You won't just improve testosterone, but also your health by doing this. And I would say out of all of them, an easy way of improving your testosterone is just to get a bag of this. Athanase, get your discount in the description. You can get 10% off your order. Now, if you are interested, as I mentioned, about losing weight, this will also be really effective. I've done a bunch of videos you can check out here. If this isn't you, then I'll suggest checking this video out here, where I go through the best exercise for longevity, which very much links in with what I've talked about in this video. I will see you on one of those 2 videos. Otherwise, on my next one, Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to see more content like this one. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.